I'd just like to, first of all, start by thanking Dennis for inviting me here to talk about Rotaract. If you don't know already, Dennis is the first past Rotaractor to become the RIBI president, which is a really good thing and a really good thing of promoting Rotaract. Also, I apologise, Dennis, I couldn't find the picture that you've been showing everyone else through your district conferences of what you used to look like back in your Rotaract years. Everyone that's seen him at a district conference, you'll understand what I mean by that, but unfortunately I couldn't get hold of it. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know. I'll find out later. So, a quick question. I know it's been said already, but if everyone could stand up, we'll get everyone a bit moving, because I know everyone's probably had a big breakfast, so everyone needs a bit of a stretch. Yeah, I know, you all hate me now. So, I know it's already been said, but how old is Rotaract? So, when I go through the decades, if you sit down on the right one, if anyone gets it wrong, you shouldn't get it wrong now. So, if you sit 10 years old, 20, 30, it's unfortunate that she said it. 40, 50 years old. If anyone's still standing, then 60 years old. Okay, we get onto a bit of a lesson. So yeah, Rotaract is 50 years old. It chartered on the 13th of March in 1968 in Charlotte in the US. Rotaract stands for Rotary in Action, but it was actually taken from the words interact and Rotary. So a little bit about myself, you've already heard. Here's some pictures about myself. We'll move on. So what is Rotaract in Great Britain and Ireland? It's a multi-district information organisation. It's to disseminate information, to facilitate communication, assist and support, provide training, and represents all the clubs in the UK and Ireland, sorry. It raises, and what are the benefits of having a Rotaract club? It raises the awareness of Rotary and what it does. It reduces barrier to membership, opportunity to blend experience, and that's from a Rotary side, with enthusiasm. Not saying all the Rotarians aren't enthusiastic anymore. And the Rotaractors of today are the Rotarians of tomorrow. If you see in the bottom right-hand side of my slide, I've used the Rotaract logo with the future at Rotary, because we really are. So we need to be investing more into Rotaract, so we become Rotarians. Wrong one. So the bigger picture, internationally, there's around 9,100 clubs in 170 countries. Great Britain and Ireland, over 60, with around 800 Rotaractors, but I know that's growing now. We've chartered 3 or 4 clubs already, and I know Dennis has been at a couple of those charters this year, which has been really good for those clubs, meeting a past Rotaractor, like I've said before, as the RIBI president. So, what is Rotaract? I'm not going to read all this out to you. I'm going to let you skim it over. And then, what is Rotary? Does anyone notice any similarities? We're really the same. So I do really like the acronym team, as it really shows what Rotary can do. So together, joint visions, forming joint goals, leading to joint success, everyone all-inclusive, all welcoming, and all contributing, achieves a non-blinkered approach, flexibility and growth, and a positive image, and attractive to a greater audience, so I'm getting my notes up as well, increase in membership, and a more focused Rotary. So moving on from team to working together. Greater publicity for Rotary. It opens our demographic out a lot more. No, I'm not saying that Rotary has an older looking demographic. I wouldn't definitely not say that at a national conference. But we do help that age profile. So more guidance and support, more opportunities of networking. Because as a Rotaractor, some Rotaractors are starting their careers and some Rotarians are finishing theirs. But they may have the same idea of what they wanted to do or what they have done, so you can connect the two. And it started out as a business networking organisation, Rotary did, so why can't we still do that, but include Rotaract? So further, and like I said, further strengthening links between Rotary and Rotaract. So where can we find Rotaract members? See, we do such a good job in Rotary promoting youth competitions, including Interact, Ryla, Youth Exchange, the technology tournaments, but where do they go from there? Sometimes we see, like, they go along, we invest so much time and money into youth competitions, but then they just drop off. We need that investment to keep going into Rotaract and then into Rotary. We don't just want them to stop. Also, we've had universities, scouts and other organisations. We can work and partnership with them. We opened our first volunteer police cadets Rotaract Club in Blackburn last year, and we're hoping to open more in the coming year and partner even more greatly, because they have a huge network of under 18s around the country, and if we can get on board with that and offer them something once they go past 18, then we have more Rotarians. So a few charities that Rotaract have helped, as you notice, a lot of them are Rotary-based projects. I'll just go through a few clubs. So Chester University, that we hopefully got some Rotaractors in. I can't hear you guys. There we go. So they have collected in 2.5 years 52,000 ring pulls for Purple Community Fund, and they're hoping to hit 55,000 in the next couple of months, which is an amazing task. Collecting all of them, bagging them up, and counting them even. That's a lot of ring pulls, but it's something that most universities can get on board, most Rotary clubs can get on board, because you go down to your local pub, if they're using cans, get the ring pulls off of them and move forward. Cardiff Rotaract hold Know Your Blood Pressure days with their local university medical students at shopping centre, seeing hundreds of people and referring them to their GP if needed. Stratford-upon-Avon are helping with the Rotary shelter bus. Glasgow and Edinburgh both held events in aid of shelter box in the last year. And all clubs, like Rotary do, help support and promote End Polio now. So the next slide is a video that I like to show because it kind of sums up why people join Rotaract.
This is a true confession of a man that lost his mind. Real regression when it's you that you left behind. But now I'm moving, now I'm moving, now I'm moving. It's a weird position, it's a matter you can't contain. Self-repression when your soul wants to hop the train. But now we're moving, now we're moving, now we're moving on. Oh my God, I put the world on stop. Somehow I gotta add to something. One time before the curtain drops. I'm alright, I'm alright. Oh my God, I put the world on stop. Somehow I gotta add to something. One time before the curtain drops. I'm alright, yeah.
So as I'm here, I thought I'd plug an event, quickly get it in before the clock runs out. So I'd like you to know about our national conference that's happening in London this year, the 8th to the 10th of June. The packages and registration opens on Monday morning. So please, if you do want to come, please register soon or quickly, because we know that it should be a sellout event. We've got Rotaractors already interested in coming over from Europe, so it should sell out fairly quick. Here is I know you can't all click on it, but here is the website address for that. So just lastly, I'd like to say these are our social media accounts. This is what we use at the moment. So over the weekend, if you've liked the conference, please tweet about it. Please put pictures on Facebook and Instagram and use the hashtag. If you didn't, please don't. Thank you. And lastly, talk to us. We're not an unfriendly bunch. There may be an age gap between us, but you get us in a pub with a beer or wine in hand, we talk about the same things. There's nothing scary about either side. let's get more clubs in Great Britain and Ireland. Lastly, I'd just like to thank you for listening, and I look forward to working with all of you. Obviously not at the same time, it'd be a bit scary for me, but yeah, I look forward to working with you all over the next couple of years. Thank you very much.